Hi, my name's Jason Atherton. I'm the chef proprietor of Pollen Street Social here in Mayfair, London. So the starter we're going to be doing for you today is a bit of a take on my version of sushi sashimi, which I went to a very famous three-star restaurant in Japan in March with my family called Jiro. He's the oldest three-star Michelin chef alive, and I was inspired by my trip there to sort of do a little homage to that region in the world, and I love playing with things like this. So this dish is my trip to Japan 2012. Sashimi of Orkney sea scallops with baby gem wasabi English puree, a little pickled turnip, and then sea urchin, the scallop, and then turnip cooked in dashi stock with horseradish snow. I think my food style at Pollen Street Social is it's very simple. I really emphasise on flavour. Flavour is the single most important thing. You'll probably hear me talk about flavour more than anything else, because here's the thing, right? When you go out for dinner, or you go out for lunch, or even if you go to someone's house, or you pick a piece of fruit off the tree, right? When you eat it for the first time, you never go, wow, didn't that look amazing, right? But you always say, didn't that taste great? Am I right? For main course, we're going to do a really cool squab dish, and it's one of my favourites on the menu. It's roasted Anjou pigeon, so we just roast it as normal in thyme and garlic, let it rest. We take the legs, we debone them, and we make a yakitori skewer with the heart, the livers, the confit legs, Brussels sprouts, and set mushrooms. And then we roast that on a plancha grill, dip it in yakitori sauce, then put it on a yakitori grill, serve with the breasts. We then make a prune and Japanese tea puree, wild cabbage, and then little beetroot stained shallots with an Anjou pigeon jus, and that's it. As simple as that. Six restaurants around the world, and each of them, majority of them work to 68-70% GP, 30% food costs. Here it's a lot less because of the fact that we use seriously high-end ingredients. We use all the premium ingredients, so when you use premium ingredients, it costs money. And I'm not a big believer in putting market price on things. Like, I mean, to be honest, with things like best end of lamb, sea bass, beef fillet, we should really, because we're an individual price restaurant, we should put market price on that. That enables us then to manipulate the menu cost on a day-to-day basis and hit a more accurate GP. We can't do that because I don't want my guests coming in one day and paying 28 quid for a fillet steak, and the next day paying 38 quid for a fillet steak. But I have to take the hit on the money. Do you know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. So for me to hit my food costs, it just is what it is with a restaurant like this. So I normally tend to work to about 60% or 40% food cost for a restaurant like this. For dessert, we're doing a very, very simple chocolate dessert. It's one of my favourites on the menu. It's 70% chocolate ganache in a little tablet form. On top of that is a beautiful quenelle of banana ice cream, surrounded by these chocolate rocks. It's like a chocolate mousse we put in the isogun, put into nitrogen, and they pop up like moon rocks. And they're scattered all the way around. Pedro Jimenez puree and a black sesame crumble. And that's one of my favourites on the menu. So the dish I'm going to be cooking for you today is very simple. It's roasted John Dory, which you get off the day boats from Cornwall. A beautiful fish. We serve that with a foie gras and orange soup. Little baby endive salad, served with it. The last of the chestnuts. The little Japanese crosnies, which are little baby artichokes. Italian baby artichokes. And then we Jerusalem artichokes, it's like little assiette of artichokes if you like, but we pickle them, slice them very thin and pickle them. And that's it, simple as that. So the first thing we're going to put on is a salt-baked celeriac puree, which just goes on the front part of the bowl. Then we take our artichokes, which we're going to just season with a little bit of sea salt. Now, the ones I'm seasoning first are pickled, and they're just pickled in a natural vinegar with a little bit of soy and a little bit of sweet sugar. Then we've got some crozes, which are the Japanese artichokes, and then some baby artichokes. John Dory just gets laid on like so on the plate. Now we start building up the plate. So now we put on the artichoke like so, like so. Then we build the crones around. And again, it's just always relying on good technique and nothing too fancy going on the plate. We then put our pickled artichokes, chestnuts, guys, foie gras. So we make with the bones from the John Dory, we make a stock. We brown the bones, then make a traditional fish stock. We infuse that with orange peel, and then we monte in foie gras terrine. Just a little bit of orange all around the plate. This is wild celery leaves.
One more slice.
And then we just then slot in our chestnuts. And this gives us a beautiful winter dish. And then always at the table side we pour our sauces, just so it gives it that beautiful simplicity. So when the guest then sees the foie gras soup going in at the table, you get this beautiful dish, what's seasoned and dressed really pretty and beautifully, and then you get those beautiful winter flavours all in one bowl. That's our dish.